trying to bring up a bad game from last year, but they went down there and beat you guys pretty good. I think it was like your Big 12 home opener too. What do you guys take from that game? I guess what do you remember most?
That sums up what the Big 12 is like. Every single week you're playing somebody that's a top quality team, and we learned that real quick with Iowa State coming in to our house. Somewhere where we've historically been pretty good, and they put it on us there last year. So that just sums up the Big 12 right there.
Do you remember anything specific about them though, like that you took away, style of play or anything like that?
They're hard nosed. A lot like us. That's what I remember most about it. The physicality in that game was one of the most physical games we played in all year.
Really? Just in the trenches, or are you talking about just overall?
That's the only place I'm at, but I would say probably as a whole, I think everybody kind of came away with that feeling.
You guys being picked by some to win the league this year, you're thought of as more of a defensive team, and this is an offensive league. Overall, is it? Do you guys take a little bit of pride in that?
Well, Coach Patterson's always been a defensive guy, and playing on his defense is awesome, and definitely something I think we take pride in. In the Big 12, it's not an easy conference with all the offenses in the conference. You certainly have to be on top of your defensive game. So I think we do take pride in that.
2 years ago, when you guys went to Iowa State, it was one of the bigger upsets really in the last 10 years or so in college football. Is that it? What do you remember from that night, I guess, and what do you guys take going back to Ames this year? Is that a game that you have circled to roll payback type game?
2 years ago, it's kind of hard to get payback on someone. We played them this past year, and you can't really get payback unless you play them again in the same season. So I rarely think about 2011 when I think about Iowa State.
What did you learn from that night and playing at Iowa State that you guys can take back and not let that happen again this year?
What I take from Iowa State is every game is a new game, every opponent is a new opponent, and you exposed to the threat of losing every week. So you can't go into a game overlooking an opponent, because on any given night anyone could beat you.
Did the program take that from that loss in 2011?
I think so. As a whole, we took that outlook onto that game with the rest of the games.
You've played against them multiple times now under Coach Rhodes. How would you describe just the overall, like what playing against an Iowa State team is like? What comes to your mind?
Iowa State, they have decent size. They're physical. They're going to come to play regardless of who they're playing against, and I respect their game. Coach Rhodes is a good coach. He gets them boys right week in and week out. So I respect Iowa State's game, and they're a good team.